Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee and a Card with Jennifer. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and this morning I'm here to do a little crafting with you using our September's paper pumpkin. It is called Fall to Toile, and you cannot order this one because you have to subscribe from the 11th of the month to the 10th of the next month. However, I do have 2 extra kits. If you are interested in purchasing those, just drop a comment and say kit, and I will get with you to get you your paper pumpkin kit for the September thing. So I'm going to give everybody just a moment to get on, and I am going to get my desktop cleared off because let me tell you what. There has been a lot of action going on behind scenes at Creativity with Jennifer lately. Give me 1 second and let's get our desktop up. All right, it is showing that I am live, so that's a good thing, right? All right, let's get this off of my desktop so we've got some crafting space, and let's see what's been going on just to give you an update of some things. Anyone that ordered Craft Along, I am so excited. I am so excited, guys. Craft Along will be on Monday, September the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those kits went in the mail yesterday, and also you should have received your PDF step-by-step instructions. Now, I send those to you as a opportunity to be able to make more good projects with the kits that I have made for you. We will come live here on Facebook on Monday the 29th, and you will craft along with me as I assemble the cards. But anyway, those did go in the mail yesterday along with the email with your step-by-step instructions. All right, so get your supplies together once you look at that so you are ready to go on Monday night. All right, so then if you have ordered anything during the month of September and I owe you products such as the free with purchase classes, I am packaging all that up. I have been on overjoy of a blessing and abundance with the orders that have came in through the month of September. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for those orders. I greatly appreciate those. But the PDFs and all the product for any of the free with purchase in the month of September, those products will go in the mail no later than Friday of this week. My goal is to get them in the mail tomorrow, but just to be on the safe side, it will definitely be no later than Friday. If you're on my Creativity Club, those are pre-done. I just got some last minute touch-ups to do with the PDF, so those will be in the mail on Friday as scheduled. So, lots happening in creativity world, and I am enjoying every moment of it, and I am so thankful for you. I will also be updating my little thermometer with a gracious and abundance and such a true blessing. I did reach the goals, so thank you so much. I am in the process of currently setting goals for 2026, 2027 Stampin' Up year. And I will actually be going live on September the 30th to talk with you about my goals that start October 1. And hopefully I get your support and blessings as well. All right, I think that's enough chit-chat. I am ready to get started crafting. Again, the only thing happening right now is if you want to be part of Creativity. Oh, why'd that jump off? I think that's the only thing going on is if you want to be part of Creativity Club, go ahead and register for that. That is a monthly subscription. And by the end of this week, I will know what the product we'll be using, and I will make sure you are aware of that as well. Also join my email, because that is the best way to keep up with all the upcoming events that's going on, and any changes that need to be made is going to be best through my email. And the links will be in the video once I get done with going live. I forgot to get that in there prior. Now, also, let's see, I was going to say something else. I don't remember. So, with that, grab your coffee, grab your hot chocolate, grab your hot tea, and let's flip the camera and get started. All right, let me get this moved over. And let's take this. All right. And by this weekend, I am going to be figured out how to get that stand out of my video, because it is driving me crazy. All right. So, here we go. So, Paper Pumpkin, for those that don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, it is this cute little orange box that comes to your door every month. It is a subscription, and you can do it. Excuse me. It is a subscription, and you can do 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. For 1 month, it is $27 plus tax and shipping and handling. So, if you're interested in the kit that we're doing today, like I said, I do have 2 kits. Yes, I do have 2 kits available if you are interested once you see the projects today. Now, there is 3 different cards, 3 of each card. So we are also going to do 1 alternate card tonight. Today. Got my nights and days mixed up. We're going to do an alternate card with our Paper Pumpkin this morning. So let's get started. So when you get your box, this is Fall for Toile. This also coordinates with the Autumn Toile suite that is in our mini catalog as well. But when you get this, it comes nicely wrapped in this tissue. You also get your ink block. You get your stamp set, which I've already pulled my stamps off that we're using today. But you get your stamp set, you get your ink. You also get step-by-step instructions on how to assemble the cards, okay? And when you open this up and you take all your little tissue out, then you have your supplies in here. You've got your card base. You have any of the pop-outs or die cuts. You also have your envelopes that are always decorative that matches your cardstock. And then any kind of product that you're going to use, like we were using leaves, circles, banners. This also had the punch outs that go with our projects today. So I've got those. And then after you finish, you can take this little sheet right here and save this and store it. A lot of people are storing these in the CDC cases, but you can put your stamp set in the little envelope with your stamp, and then you always know what stamps these are for. All right, so that is what a Paper Pumpkin is. So let's dive in and get these beautiful projects started. So right now, the paper pumpkin that you will be purchasing, if you subscribe to it, and I do have that link in the video, if you subscribe to the paper pumpkin kit now, it is going to be somewhere, we don't ever know exactly what it's going to be, but it is featuring Christmas. So if you sign up today through October the 10th, is when you get it, and it normally comes on around the 20th through the 23rd of each month. So when you get it in October, it's going to be a Christmas paper pumpkin kit. Oh, my coffee is extremely good today. Only because I did not get a lot of sleep last night. And I'm pretty tired. All right. So let's get the projects out. Are you ready to see our projects? I think you're ready to see the finished product. You ready? All right. So here is card number 1. Oh, this stuff's driving me crazy. Got everything in the video screen this morning. It was a late night last night. We ended up supposed to going to the volleyball game, and then we ended up going out to dinner with our son and missed the volleyball game because we were late going to dinner. So, and then I had to come home and get stuff done for creativity. So it was a long night. All right, so these are the 3 projects that we're going to be doing today. Very, very gorgeous, very easy, but also gorgeous cards. They're also good for men, because I know sometimes we struggle with our men cards, our masculine type cards, but these are some really good cards that you can use for either. All right. So we're going to get started. We're going to move those projects out the way. Now we're going to do the 3 cards identical to paper pumpkin, and then I will show an alternate at the end. So for this card, I've already got everything punched out and ready to go. So we're going to take this and we're going to wipe that out. Now these came already done, okay? And most of the time with paper pumpkin, the only thing you're going to be doing is stamping sentiments or some fall things or whatever the project is, but very seldom is there a lot of prep work. So we already have our card base. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. We've already got the card base ready to go, so I'm going to just go ahead and fold it and then take my bone folder and go across the edge here to give it that great fold there. And then I've got my frame, and then I also have my label, and then I've got my little circle. Now on my little circle, I am needing to stamp, so I'm going to go ahead and do that up front. I am using the Cajun Craze, which is the ink spot that came in the kit. And I'm going to just use my big pad instead of that. A lot of times I do that. If I already have that color, I just go ahead and use my own. And then I use my ink blocks for door prizes, mystery bags, all that kind of stuff. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm tapping the acorns in my Cajun Craze. And we are going to put this right in the center. And all I'm going to do is stamp down and pick up. And there is my little acorn. All right, so now we're ready to flip this over, and we are going to put our adhesive on the back. And they even give you the adhesive. They give you, for this one, we got a little block of dimensionals, and then we also got mini glue dots. So, Also on the instructions, it shows you in here where to put the dimensionals and the glue dots. So let's get started. We're going to outline our frame with the mini glue dots. We're going to just go ahead and go all the way around. We're going to do 3 on each side. Okay. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week so far. I know we are at hump day, which is a fabulous thing because I have had one busy schedule. And I'm also excited because Friday I get to meet up with a friend and we are going to craft a little bit, talk a little bit. Hopefully we get more crafting done than talking. However, when we get together, that's always a great thing to do, is talk and fellowship with our friends. But one of the things her and I are working on is we are going to a demonstrator retreat in October, and she is my card swap accountability partner. She keeps me on track in making sure I'm not doing card swaps the night before or the morning of, because she is real good about keeping me in check when it comes to getting my swaps ready for our retreats that we do together. So that is one thing that we're working on. We signed up for 3 different swaps, and so it's going to be interesting. I think I've got one in mind of what I'm doing, but the other 2, I have no idea. So if there is something in the catalog you would like to see, would like me to play around with, please put a comment down and share your thoughts. What would you like to see more of out of the catalog or the online store? Don't forget about the online store. I have been doing a weekly online exclusive and emailing that information out, and also trying to use those products within the videos and things, so you've getting the exposure, because online exclusive items are not printed information. You only get that by going online and looking at the online store. And we have a lot of fabulous things out there. So I'm just peeling off all the backs now. And then we will assemble the card in 1 second. I like to pull all these off at one time. And I'm trying not to put those little things all over my floor. I just got my room semi-cleaned. I'm fixing to do another deep clean and get ready to do a yard sale. I have a ton of scrapbook stuff that I have had 10 plus years, and it needs a new home. So I'm going to a yard sale event in October. So I've got to start pulling all that together. All right, so now that I've got all the backings done, you've already got the background done on your card base, so it's not a whole lot that you got to do there. So we're going to take our frame and we're going to just kind of put it wherever on the card you want it. And we're going to just kind of drop it down. Nothing major. And then we're going to take our sentiment then, and we're going to put it right there. All right, and then we're going to take our acorns, and that is going to go right there. And there is card number 1. See how simple that was, how easy that is going with this. And then we've already got our decorative envelope to match our card, because we don't send naked envelopes. Remember that. All right, let's move on to card number 2. So here is card number 2. Where's the finished product? So here is card number 2. We've got the decorative envelopes, and then this one's got a little fox on it, pumpkins, and it says thinking of you. And then we got some birds up in the top corner. So let's go ahead and get this one done. Now remember, all of this is already pre-done. All we're going to do on this one is take our banner, and we're going to take our stamp set that says thinking of you, tap it into our Cajun Craze ink pad, and then we're going to stamp straight onto the banner. And there we go. Now also on this one, we're going to take our little birds, and we're going to tap them in the ink pad, and up in this empty spot, we are going to stamp our little birds. Okay? Now we need to put our adhesive on the back side of this card, and I am looking to see where we need to put our dimensionals. So for this one, we're going to stick in the back here, and then we're going to stick one there, one there, one there, and then of course down in each corner. And I think we're going to put one there. All right. Now we're going to turn our label over here, and we're also going to do here and here. I hope everyone is enjoying this. If there is, I am trying to add another Facebook Live into our schedule. So if there is another day or another time that works best for you, if you will jot it down in the comments below, that would help me get my schedule together starting for next month. There are a couple of things I'm adding and changing around, but I would love input from everyone as to what it is that you want to see within our crafting time, because I could not do this without the support of you. So your input is very valuable for me. I wish I could do daytime scheduled lives, but I can't. I do work a full-time job outside the home. But if you want pre-record videos, I can do those. Or if not, then I can do more of the evenings, weekends. Y'all jot down what y'all like. What is something that you're looking for when you watch crafting videos? I would love feedback. It does help us grow. Also, if you will share my video, like my video, that also helps my video algorithm, and it helps my business tremendously grow. And I would greatly appreciate that as well. Because that is one of the big factors starting in October, is growing my business. I've had a very blessed and grateful for the year that I've had, and it is making me hungry, and I want more crafting time with you and sharing the passion that I do have for paper crafting. All right, so here is our card base. We've got it ready to go. We're going to take our base here, and we're going to turn this around, and we're going to put it straight onto the card just like that, okay? And then our little fox, he's going to sit right down at the bottom down here. Our little pumpkins, and I'm excited about this. It is almost time to go get our pumpkins. We do a big family tradition where we take our grandkids and we actually go pick out pumpkins and come back and do a big family carving. My niece and her child and husband has started coming in with us on doing paper pumpkin carving, so it's really fun. All right, so here is card number 2. And this is the envelope that goes with card number 2. Okay, let's move on to card number 3. Let's see. Card number 3 is, hold on, did I put it in the wrong pile? Lord of mercy. All right, here is card number 3. So on this one, we do a little more stamping, which is awesome. I love to do stamping. So we're going to move our little pieces out of the way. We're going to take our card base here and we're going to fold it over. They've already gave us that great score line, but we're going to just make it a lot smoother and in depth there. This one, we're going to make our background. So I'm taking the fall leaves, tapping it in my Cajun Craze, and we are going to just kind of rotate these and going around our border here. Now, there is no certain ways to go with the stamping. It is totally however you want to put your leaves on your card. This is the other thing. We are making a family plan to do apple picking and going to see the fall leaves up in the mountains. I'm so excited about that. It's been a couple of years since we've went. We used to go quite often when the girls did travel softball. They would always have a tournament in October up in the mountain area in Hendersonville. But because they don't do softball anymore, we don't get that option as much. They are now into volleyball. So we're going to just make a trip to just go up and do that. All right, so do y'all like going to the mountains, seeing the leaves change? Yeah, we love it, but don't get to do it as often because lives are so busy. All right, so there is our leaves. So I'm done with that piece. Now we need to stamp our sentiment on here, and this says, wishing you the happiest of days. And I'm just tapping it into my Cajun Craze ink pad, and we're going to stamp it right onto our sentiment there. All right, now we are ready to start assembling our, oh goodness, our, hold on, dimensionals. Wow, could not get it out. I apologize for that. All right, so for this one, we do have a ribbon as well. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get our dimensionals on our product. All right, oh, not two. Okay. These are a lot of fun to do, and also it is great to take, like I said, my granddaughters do travel volleyball, so these are great that I can take and work on in the hotels. During their breaks, I can pull it out and work on it in a lobby area that has a table, because you don't have to take any type of equipment with you because everything is done already. So if you've got grandkids or kids in sports, these are the best thing for that because they're so quick and easy to take around with you if you chose to. If you like me and don't like to just sit around in a hotel, and I'm not a big TV person, so These are amazing for me. So there is these. We're putting our glue dots on the back of our circle. Now I'm going to put one in the center, and this is ready to be assembled. Now I need to put a glue dot on my ribbon, so I'm going to put that right in the middle. Actually, we're going to do 2. And then we're going to space it out just a little bit. And I'm going to press that down so I can pull the backing off right here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold this down. And the glue dots are going to hold this together. Okay. And now we're going to put about 4 or so glue dots together here. All right. Oh, goodness. Now, got to pull all these little backings off. And I don't know where my pick tool is, but that would be a really great tool right now. And like I said, I've cleaned up my room, and sometimes I can't find stuff when I get done cleaning. But I also have to have a clean room to work in because it gets really messy sometimes, and it makes it very hard to craft, and also the energy level goes down because it's a mess. I feel very chaotic, more than I already am, if I don't have my room cleaned. That's why I'm excited about the deep cleaning this weekend, because I'm not even going to sit and think about it. This stuff is just going in the yard sale bin. Like I said, I've had it for 10 plus years, have not used it, so, and keep buying and buying and buying. So I'm going to let it go. And then I do have some Stampin' Up stuff that I will be also getting ready for a sale too. So be on the lookout for details about that. All right, there is that. Now we are ready to put this together. And basically, all we're going to do is lay these around on the card center. Okay, and we're going to do these. Okay. And then we're going to take these and we're going to fit them in 3 different locations. And it's totally up to you where you want the darker. These are kind of more like the foil type leaves. And we're going to slide. I want this one really to go right there. But I got a dimensional. There we go. Come on. All right. Okay. And then we're going to take this. We're going to stick the ribbon onto here. And then this is going to go right in the center of our flower. I mean, our leaves. And there is card number 3. Very simple, easy to do. Okay? Now, and then of course, we have our envelope that matches that card. So let's pull out the 3 cards, and then I will share with you an alternate And then that will be our Facebook Lives for today for Coffee and a Card. How about that? Oh, these are so pretty. I hope you have enjoyed being here with me this morning and doing the craft along. Well, not the craft along, but watching my Coffee and a Card with Jennifer. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and supporting me. Again, if you like the projects, please share the video, and also invite people to follow me. I would really appreciate it. All right, so there are the cards. Now, let's do an alternative. I don't normally do this, but this set is just so pretty that I wanted to give it a try. All right, so what we're going to do is for this one, we're going to take our birds and we are going to stamp a couple in here just along the way. All right, so there is that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our fox and we're going to put our dimensionals on our fox. Okay. And take our backs off. This one I'm going to kind of assemble as we go, just because we are getting close on our time. So this fox, he's going to sit right here. And then I've got these gorgeous pumpkins. Okay. And then we're going to take this and we're going to do this. And remember, this is an alternate way that you can do your card. This is not following the pumpkin instructions. So I am giving you another option. Good morning, Kathy. We are doing an alternate card to the paper pumpkin for the month of September. All right, so there is that. I also wanted to use the word thankful. And we are going to go ahead and put our dimensional on it as well. And then we're going to take this and we're going to stick straight in the center. Okay. Now we're going to take our card base and again, we're going to fold it as they have already scored it for us. We got that. I'm getting ate up by the little dimensionals. Now, what I want to do is I want to take these leaves and I am going to do this differently than the way we did it before. And I am actually about over picking, oops, no. Looking for, hold on one second. I'm looking for some glue dots. And of course I don't see any. I tell you when I clean my room. All right, well, we will, maybe. Where's the ones that they gave me? Oh, dropped them. All right, so we're going to just use the glue dots they gave us and still pick the backs off. So this one, I am going to put the glue dots on the front of the card, of the leaves. All right, and I'll show you why in a second. So we're going to do the same thing on this one. We are going to take the glue dots and we are going to put on the front of this card, of these leaves. And we're going to take those backs off as well. Then what we're going to do is take the leaf and we're going to tuck it right under the back side of the card. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with this one. Now, I am ready then to put my dimensionals on here. And they just want to come off at 2 at a time. And I'm not going to sit here and argue with it. For some reason, my little fat fingers this morning is picking up more than I need at one time. All right, so we do need to rotate these around. If they're going to do side by side, they got to have a purpose. All right, so we're going to take all the backs off now. And remember, I will be back live on Sunday with Christmas series number 2. And I will share with you in 1 second. Yes, Kathy, I am wrapping up. So for this, we are going to turn this around. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to slide this in just a little more. I am wrapping up, Kathy. This is the last project that we're going to do. And I'm wrapping, I'm pulling these in a little more because it won't fit on the card for the envelope. All right, so there we go. Oh, shoot. I wanted to angle this like that. And then you got to make sure your leaves are within the card. There we go. All right, so there is that. Now with the ribbon, what I wanted to do is I wanted to fold this. Let's see if I can do this. Just like that. And then I want to take my, which one do I want? I want to take the Early Espresso and Old Olive linen thread. I love this stuff. I got to figure out what to do with the Old Olive though, because I keep using the Early Espresso. I have really got hooked on Early Espresso for the fall stuff. And you will see with the Craft Along Monday, I used the linen thread, and also the Creativity Club has the thread as well. All right, so we're going to just tie that together now. And I'm going to try to tie a bow, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know if I made it long enough, but let's see. Because you don't want a very big bow, because you want your ribbon to be your main bow. Come on. Oh, geez. We're going to try it one more time, and if this time don't work, we're going to tie a knot. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Guys, I promise this is not that hard. I am just making it hard. See? There we go. We got it now. Let's just tighten it up. Make it pretty. put our tail. And then for this, we're going to put our glue dots along the back side here. And here. And just because it's really thick ribbon here, because I folded it, I wanted to give it extra, so I did 3 on here. And then we're going to put this right up here in that corner. So there is an alternate to the paper pumpkin kit for this month. So let me share once again the projects that we did with the paper pumpkin. So you've got that. You have this one. Let's close this ink pad up. And you have this one. So you've got 3 paper pumpkins and then an alternate. So I hope you enjoyed. Remember, I have 2 kits left. So if you are interested in this kit, in the comments, drop kit, and I will reach out to you to get you your kit. Or text me, call me, whatever's the easiest for you to be able to communicate with me. I will be happy to work with you in however way I can to do that. So those are our projects. Wanted to put in a small plug. Don't forget, I'm going to move these out of the way. Don't forget that we have the special going on from Sundays, Facebook Live. Place a minimum $40 order with me by Friday of this week, and you will get all the supplies to make the Facebook Live projects that we did. These are the projects that I did on Sunday. You will be making these projects on Sunday. Excuse me. If you place the minimum $40 order before Friday, then you will get the supplies to make these 4 Halloween projects to give your family, to give co-workers, to give your trick-or-treaters, whatever it is. But you will get the supplies to make these 4 cards. Well, it's 3 cards and a treat envelope. So if you place the minimum $40 order before Friday. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I will be back on Sunday with our Christmas series number 2. And I told you I would share with you the stamp set that we will be doing. And for this Sunday, I am using a Child is Born Christmas stamp set. And this is in our mini catalog if you're interested in it. Also, this is our product of the week, and I did the Facebook post on it. So come back on Sunday for Christmas series number 2 and see what I make with this stamp set. And lastly, if I owe you any card kits for free with purchase kits for the month of September, they will be in the mail no later than Friday of this week. All right, guys. See you on Sunday. Thank you.